I'm scouting around for some catfish around one of my local steam plants, and I see a ton of bait here at the intake wall. In fact, I think I see fish too. Maybe I'll get lucky and catch some catfish here. Well, I have absolutely no current here to anchor by, so I'm going to try to drag this short little area where I see the fish and the bait. And I'm not going to use planer boards because it's such a small area. I don't know if this is going to be successful or not, but I'm willing to try. And hopefully not hit my other rods. It's about 30 feet deep here, so I'm going to put these at like 80 feet out or so, just so they get to the bottom, hopefully, and drag it really, really slow. I am kind of fast right now. There is a lot of wood and rubble that I'm worried about that's on the bottom here. And there's places where it goes up and down, so I don't know how this is going to work. Maybe I'll get a fish, maybe I won't. Still worth a try. I'm basically... fish! Maybe not, I don't know. That looked like a fish to me. That was really quick. Oh yeah. Maybe a gar tore it up. That's a good sign. I already forgot what I was saying. Anyway, if I don't get a fish here after going back and forth a couple of times, I'm going to try the exit. The steam plant is actually on. It's got both of the stacks going, so it is pulling in water for electricity generation, which means the other side is going to be going pretty fast, although it's going to be hot water. It would be current, so there might be fish there, there might not. We'll find out. It is a little bit early in the year to be this side of the world. Like I said earlier, this is a scouting trip. All right, I went through here a couple of times and nothing. I thought for sure I'd catch something here, especially with whatever it was, hit that one early on. And all the bait. There's a lot of bait on the sonar. There's fish on the sonar. I'm guessing they're either not catfish or catfish that are full and not wanting to eat fresh skipjack. Now I did want to show you the structure here. This goes down about 30 feet into the water. There's slats underneath there where water can go into the steam plant, which is in the background. And you can see they've got both going. Usually they only got one going or they don't have anything going, but today they have both going, and I think it's because of the heat. A lot of people got their air conditioners turned all the way down, so we need the excess electricity to deal with that. And yes, it is getting hot right now. It's probably 80 degrees right now, and they say it's going to hit about 90 today. I'm going to try to last as long as possible, even in this heat, just because I want to see where the fish are. And I know not to take my clients here tomorrow. Now I'm going to reel these up, check a couple of spots on the way to the exit of the steam plant. Just to give you an idea of temperature, the water temperature here is 83 degrees. All right, the water here at the exit is 85.87 degrees. So it's about over 1 degree warmer than the other side. I do see some fish on the sonar, so I'm going to drop the trolling motor and fish here for a little bit on the bottom. I may not even change out my weights here. I'll leave the dragging weights on these 3 and then put bottom weights on the other 3 and sit here for a little bit, see if I can catch a catfish. This is real shallow water too. I think I said on the previous video, when I was fishing shallow water, everything shut off when the sun came up. Which might be the same thing going on now. I guess we'll find out. So I'm here. I'm still going to use that piece too. Who knows, it might be the one that catches the fish. I'm putting these lighter weights out the back too. Then the heavier ones will go to the side a little bit. Okay, this might be the worst possible place to fish for catfish in the summertime, because you got a steam plant with hot water coming out of it going into hot water. Now, when I first came in here, there's a drop-off back there, and I saw a bunch of fish on the drop-off. So I'm going to back the boat up and hope there's enough current to hold me in place to fish the drop-off. Like you saw earlier, even if there's fish on the sonar, doesn't mean you're going to catch them. However, some of them look pretty big, so they've got to be catfish. We will find out if I actually catch one. The water temp has increased to 87 degrees. So I'm basically fishing cooking water, or at least really, really hot spa water. Maybe I named this video Scouting for Catfish at the worst possible place. The water here is just way too hot. So I think I'm going to move to the main river. I think the main river is less than 80 degrees right now. And there's a secondary channel I want to drag to see if I can catch some fish there. At least catch one fish for this video before it gets too hot for me to be out here. Alright, the water out here is a little bit hotter than what I thought it would be. It's actually 80 degrees. I think the last time I was out here I was seeing 75 and 76 degrees. So it's heated up because of this warm streak that we've had over the past week. I do see some fish on the sonar, and I'm in 25 foot of water in kind of a secondary channel. This is like a creek channel. You've got a secondary main channel that it runs into back there, and then the main channel of the river, lake, whatever, is way on the other side. I was wanting to drag this creek channel the last time I was in the area, however, I didn't have a trolling motor. Still, we were able to pull a 20-pounder off of one of the drop-offs using my talons, where it was like 8 foot of water and then it dropped off to like 30 foot of water. And that spot had less fish marked than what was marked in this channel. So let's see if I can get something in the boat for this video. Oh, first hit. Aha. That was on the head. He definitely didn't hook himself up. Yep. That's a pretty good hit too. We got a little wind out here. It's trying to push me out of the channel. I'm still in 23 foot of water right here. But if it keeps pushing me that way, I'll be in 5 foot of water in no time. Right as I stop recording. Got a fish on, I think. Where's the snag? Wow, this guy's got some weight to him. And my trolling motor is going to spin us in circles here. Put it in spot lock. Probably going to get wrapped up. Ooh. Not bad. I knew I'd get a good one here. At least a decent one. I mean, this is maybe 10 to 15. And my net's on the other side of the world here. I want to try to hand land him. Oh, he hit the head too. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Oh. Well, maybe a 10, maybe an 8. They look bigger in the water. There we go. Nice Tennessee River blue. I'd say they'd bite probably more active earlier in the morning, which is when I would take a client here. But not bad. Went to the boiling water of the steam plant, didn't catch anything. Came out here to the river where it's a little bit cooler and got a blue in the middle of the day in probably 95-degree weather now. I'm gonna let this guy go. And then continue the drag at least to the end of this little channel here, this creek channel or whatever it is. And then I'm probably going to call it because it is getting hot. And the wind is pushing the boat all the way around. Oh, I gotta get this fixed now. Awesome. Fishing the boat. Thankfully, I'm still in the channel. I'm gonna reuse my bait. Yep, still looks fresh. I usually hook it through the nostril, but the nostril is now broken. So I'm gonna hook it through the lower jaw to the nostril. Like that. Just so it flows correctly through the water. Now, I do have a question for you guys. Do you think catfish slime scares away other catfish? Because look at all that catfish slime on here. He slimed up my entire leader line. Would they smell that and think, oh, hey, that was my buddy that was just caught while on a hook or whatever, and they decide not to bite it? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Oh! Right as I casted this one out. He's not there. Must be some little ones here too. I'm still not using planer boards because this little channel here is so narrow, and I'm going out 100 feet on the line because I think my drifting sinkers or dragging sinkers are not heavy enough. I really need to get some heavier dragging sinkers. I really haven't found any that I like outside of these drifting sticks. Maybe they make a longer drifting stick that's 3 to 4 ounces. I'll have to look that up. For now, I'm going to use what I got, and it does catch fish. All right, I'm at the end of this mini channel drag. There's kind of an underwater island right there. There's a point right here, so I'm going to go at least over this point, and then I'm going to call it. It is really hot out here. If it was cooler, I'd keep on going. However, there is another boat in front of me that's dragging the secondary channel, and I don't want to run into them or run into their lines or whatever. So, time to go back to the ramp. It's probably getting close to 100 degrees outside. Maybe not that much, but I'd rather have it be cold weather than warm weather any day. If you've seen some of my musky fishing trips, I'm casting out giant lures in 30-degree weather. And I do have another thing going for me right now. I forgot my suntan lotion, so I'm probably going to get a pretty bad burn from this. At least I found a good fish where I wanted to drag last week when I didn't have a trolling motor. And if I decided to drag a circle around this underwater island a couple of times, I'd probably get a few more good fish, maybe even bigger fish. However, I'm going to run away from the sun. As always, I want to thank you for taking your time out of your day to actually watch my video. I really, really appreciate it. Next time, I need to get myself to get up earlier in the morning so I can catch that morning bite, just to show you guys that there is a morning shallow water bite going on. Although, hopefully, the next video may be a flathead video. We will find out if I can catch a flathead in my local creek, because that's my next target after my next guided trip tomorrow. So stay tuned. Thanks again for watching. I hope to see you next time.